ready to do this?
Permission to engage? Remind me again, why do we do this?
Because we love working with people.
Grenade incoming!
With Army of Two, the Devil's Cartel, there isn't a whole lot of there. This is the kind of shooter you don't remember having played a month later. It has none of the imagination or verve of the first two Army of Two games. It just sort of exists, harmless and bland. Sure, the decent third-person action is sort of fun, because shooting guns in games tends to be fun. But the spark this series has shown has been snuffed out.
Grenade out!
The game features two new heroes, Alpha and Bravo. Their function is to make the stars of the previous two games seem spectacular by comparison. Heck, even their names are as generic as they come. Salem and Rios from the previous two games have parts to play though, and they're the only parts worth paying attention to. Aside from a few interesting events near the end, the story boils down to this. Drug cartels are evil, and you must shoot all the dudes. The broness between Alpha and Bravo is fairly light, coming down to a few gay jokes here and there, but no hyper-masculine chest pounding. It's all so very safe.
You know I've got a girl back home.
What's his name?
Like its predecessors, the Devil's Cartel is a cooperative experience. Either another player or the mediocre AI joins you on your bland missions. The two of you make your way through the usual places you visit when dealing with gaming's many drug cartels. Dusty brown streets, weathered villages, scrapyards, and the like. The cover system now emphasizes mobility, allowing you to press a button to slip into cover some distance away. Sometimes the focus on smooth cover transitions makes it fun to slide from one spot to another. At other times, cover won't work as you think it should, and you go charging towards the wrong side of a wall. Shooting is functional but forgettable. Enemies enter the area in predictable ways and you mow them down. It's not all that challenging, even on hard difficulty, and on medium, you may not even need to take cover much of the time. Thankfully, some levels aren't just corridor shootouts and give the action a chance to open up. It's nice to have room to maneuver, but when the enemy AI is so dumb that mercs run right past your buddy because they're dead set on murdering you, there's no functional reason to utilize all that space. Set-piece moments sometimes have the two of you breaking up. One of you pushes through a mess of gunners while the other fires at them from a helicopter's mounted gun, for instance. Or one of you steers a coasting vehicle while the other shoots up chasing cars. Otherwise, the Devil's Cartel cooperative design mostly consists of breaching doors together and hoisting each other up to ledges. Almost everything that made the last two games cool has been discarded. The moral decisions are gone. The great back-to-back shooting sequences are gone. And while the game allows you to buy and upgrade weapons, all of the personality has been sucked away. No more diamond-encrusted grenades, no more soda can muzzles, just boring scopes, silencers, and whatnot. And no more nifty competitive play, just a 7-hour campaign and standalone chapters designed to make the most of the overkill mechanic.
Grenade out!
What's overkill? Well, when you shoot enough bad guys, you fill up your overkill meter. Then, you can go on a death spree, shooting down everything in sight without taking damage or running out of ammo. Activate overkill together and you do even more damage and everything goes into slow motion. It looks good and lets you appreciate the environmental destruction, which is the visual highlight in an otherwise unremarkable looking game. Shooting down bad guys also earns you the money that you spend on the new weapons and upgrades you unlock, and you get extra funds for flanking, environmental kills, melee stabs, and so forth. But the game's so simple that there's no real reason to go out of your way to exploit the economy. Just play the game, and the money rolls in. If you want a buddy to join you, bear in mind that there's no drop-in, drop-out support, so you'll end up losing chapter progress if someone accepts your invitation to play. If you play alone, bear in mind that your AI partner might break and force you to reload the last checkpoint. Otherwise, there's not a whole lot that's mechanically wrong with Army of Two: The Devil's Cartel. The problem is that there's not a whole lot that's right, either. It's the most forgettable kind of consumer product. All of the series' soul has been siphoned away for a game perfectly happy to blend into the background.